Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. It's Nicole back again with another workbook, workshelf Wednesday. And again, I always start with my kindergartners activities that are new for this week. I just want to say someone has asked me if I just do all new activities every week and if I rotate out old ones with new ones. And yes, I do rotate old and new. These videos, I'm just showing you any updates or new activities that I've come up with for the workbook or the work shelf. So I definitely cycle through a lot of the old ones still. Pretty much we go for mastery. Once the kid seems to have mastered the concept, then I move on to the next thing. So we do cycle out in and out some of my old workbook Wednesdays. And it's good for me to actually have them on track on file too, so I can remember what activities we've done and go back to them. So these videos are both beneficial to some of you and to myself as well. So as always, in my kindergartners workbook, I have my classical conversation notebooking pages, which pretty much, you know, covers all of the topics for classical conversations for the week. Tell me about the Louisiana Purchase. And in his own words, he summarizes it. And we do have a memory sentence that we memorize, but I kind of want him to commit it to memory on his own. Then we have our regular verb tenses. For the verb to do this week is to do. So he would put to do, does, did, doing, and done for past, and so on and so forth. So this is just a way of him to write and label the digestive system. Just throughout the week, he does like a page a day just to commit that activity or that piece of information to his brain, to his mind, so he can memorize it. As always, I have this week is Latin verbs. I have his Latin verb cards. This is new. I found this online. I will link it in the description box. I found it on Pinterest, and pretty much it's a card match for the states and capitals, which is awesome. So I printed these out, glued them to cardstock, and I will laminate them. I'm going to laminate them with packing tape. Someone requested a packing tape lamination video. I will get to it. It's just that at the time I didn't have anything to laminate, and now I do. I have lots of things to laminate. So I will be doing a video on how to laminate with packing tape. And it comes in especially handy for small things, packing tape lamination. 5 Senses sorting cards. I found these last week as well. I will link to the description box below as well. Another Pinterest find. Again, I cut them out and put them on colored cardstock, and I actually color coded them. So for instance, all of these are for taste. So everything that's for the taste, for the sense of taste, I made red. Okay, so it kind of cues him in, and that way I can use it for both him and his younger 3-year-old brother. So if he ever gets confused, because I think one of them has like a gingerbread man, and the gingerbread man is supposed to be for smell, but he kept categorizing it under taste. So I was happy that I had color-coded laminated them, so he knew that no, red is taste, green is smell. So he understands that the gingerbread man is actually for smell. So this is just to reinforce what we learned last week. We did the 5 senses last week. And also here's his updated learning notebook. I know last time I discussed that I would be updating it, and I did, and it's awesome, and he's loving it. Again, he traces the date of the day. He's still counting down to 100 days of school, and he's still doing his weather graph. But this is all with dry erase markers, and each one of these are protected in a pretty durable sheet protector. So he gets to go through these activities in the morning while I'm doing a couple of activities with the littles. We don't always get through all of them, but it's just here really for busy work, and it also incorporates math. It incorporates science for the weather and for the temperature. It incorporates his writing, his language art. So it basically encompasses a lot of things. So that's the updates to my kindergartners learning notebook this week. Here are my new activities for my, this is a compilation of activities I can use for my 2-year-old, my 3-year-old, and a couple of them are great for my 5-year-old too. So we'll start over here with what my 2-year-old, new activities for my 2-year-old this week. I had these cards, and if you follow my blog, You saw that my 2-year-old did this a couple of weeks back, but I just haven't showed this to you guys yet. These are from My Baby Can Read, but we're focusing on the animals. So pretty much they're slide out cards. This part slides in and out and it reveals the picture for the word. So what I have him doing is incorporating his Melissa and Doug magnets to this. So turtle, and he'll match the turtle. Okay. Zebra, and then he'll match the zebra, and so on and so forth. And he loves this. He loves doing this, and it's good for his words, so he can memorize or see the sight word to the actual animal. So that's for the 2-year-old. Another activity, I'm trying to do some fall activities for him. Again, I will link this in the description box below, another cutout matching game where it's fall leaves. So there's one set to each leaf, and that you just match 2 sets of the same leaf, about 4 leaves, and he just matches these up by, you know, taking time to look at the detail of the colors and, you know, the little designs, and it's our little fall activity that we're doing. For shapes, we're learning shapes, and we always had this little clock, and so what he's doing is he's matching the shape to the shape. Very simple. I just spread about 4 or 5 of these out and just let him go through it and match. And we do have all the pieces to this. It's just that these ones are not included in this printout, so I didn't want to confuse him by having these left in the puzzle at the end, because he gets very annoyed by stuff like this. So I just took them out, and we're working with these shapes because they match these. And another thing that he can do is, because they're in sheet protectors, he can go crazy and scribble or trace as best as he can around each shape. So I'm loving the sheet protectors right now. Last week we did a red sensory box. This week we're doing orange. I decided to go in the rainbow color order, Roy G. Biv. So red, and next is orange. So I made orange rice, and then we have a number of orange things. We have an orange wrench in here. We have an orange truck in here. We have an orange motorcycle, another little orange car, and we have a few of these little orange gears. So he is going all out for orange this week. So that's primarily for the 2-year-old. For the 3-year-old, I got these, I have clothespins all the time, but this time I just took some paint, you know, those little acrylic squeezy paints, and I put dots, numbered dots on here so that he can match the dots up to the card. Again, another fine motor skill and number to quantity recognition, because I want him to understand the quantity of the number, or the actual fact of the number, and then the actual number itself. So that's for him. For the 3-year-old. Another thing is trying to incorporate a little Spanish into his life. These are Spanish-English matching cards, and pretty much he'll just go through and match them up, and then we'll say, yeah, apple, la manzana, okay? Now, I don't speak Spanish very well, but I'm hoping that he will get the idea and understand, and eventually we will move on to, like, really pronouncing it correctly. But right now, I just want to expose him to the language of Spanish. So that's a matching game. And then here, we're focusing on the letters U and C this week. We're going from straight letters to curvy letters. So we have our do-a-dot markers, and he will put a dot in every circle with the do-a-dot marker. I've also used this with stickers. Stickers work well too, just to improve those fine motor skills and get him ready to write with the curvy letters. And an update to his notebook. My 3-year-old also has a learning notebook. I went on donnayoung.org, and got these awesome traceables just for developing writing skills. And again, with the dry erase marker, he starts with his straight line. So we're doing some straight line review, some more straight line review, and diagonal lines as well. So donnayoung.org, free printable. And again, I will link that to the description box below. So here are just a few of the new activities that I'm doing with my kids this week. And I hope these videos have been helpful. Please comment if you have any questions. Make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you like, okay? See you guys next Wednesday. Bye.